Hi everyone, my name is David White and I'm the Content Marketing Director at Connected Free. Today I just want to do a really quick vlog on newsjacking. For those of you that don't know what newsjacking is, it's jumping on breaking news stories or jumping on an event that you know is coming up with a common or a reactive piece of content, which then allows you to build links back to your site. Now, I've been newsjacking for different clients for around about 6 years now, and along them 6 years I've picked up some hints and tips, which is what I want to share with you today. Newsjacking is a super effective way at building links, really quick, really low cost, and hopefully after this video you can trial it for your clients or for your own brand and build some really good links back to your site. So the first thing to note is newsjacking with comments is a really popular and easy way to build links. If you are going to newsjack with a comment, please do not think that you need to write paragraphs and paragraphs and pages of text. The best way I can explain it is if I know that a story is breaking or I know that a story is about to happen and I'm going to ask my client or whoever for a comment, the way that I explain it to them is just write me an extended tweet, something that gets straight to the point, summarizes what the story is about and gives your opinion. Something super quickly, you know, something like 400 words or something along those lines, just a paragraph, is enough to add into a journalist article so they can use it as a resource for the story that they're writing, and hopefully you can get a link back in the process. Now obviously you're going to want to look out for events and stories that are relevant to you as a brand that you can jump on, and that's what I want to talk about today. So the first step I would do is, if I was planning a newsjacking strategy, is to check the ONS calendar. So the ONS calendar is essentially the calendar that government releases. So you can have a look at what's coming up next week, what's coming up next month, what's happening today, tomorrow, whatever time frame you want to look at. So for example, if you're working in the financial markets, you know that every single month the government is going to release reports on retail sales, or they're going to release reports on mortgage updates. So you'll want to go into the ONS release calendar and have a look at when them events are going to happen, what time they're going to be released, so you can be ready. So as soon as that report is published, you can quickly analyze it, get a comment out and be the first to press. The second thing you want to do is look at days of the year. So there's a really cool site called daysoftheyear.com, which is exactly what it kind of says really. It shows you all the national days, the quirky ones and the more serious ones. I think there's everything from National Squirrel Day on there right through to National Cupcake and Cookie Day. So if you are a brand, for example, sticking with a theme, who does cooking or cooking equipment or things like that, then maybe you do want to jump on National Cookie Day or National Baking Week. And this website will show you when that's going to be. So can you read that and plan and put it into your content calendar? Can you think of comments that you can go out with around that time or content that you can produce for that time? It just gives you the ability to plan for something that is essentially reactive. So daysoftheyear.com is a great tool for anyone who is planning on doing any reactive newsjacking. The third one really is, again, mainly for financial clients, but it's a really powerful tool, so I wanted to share it, and that's economic calendars. So the best economic calendar I can do, and I'll put up a link, is Sharecast. So that will show you all the companies' release dates. So for example, when Morrison's trading updates are happening, when Netflix trading updates are happening, when their investor meetings are, loads of information that essentially is super useful for anybody who is certainly in the trading market or in the financial market. And again, I would personally look at that every single Friday and then think to yourself, what's going to happen next week? So if you know that this company is about to release their profits on Wednesday next week, then get ready for Wednesday next week if you were working in the Forex market as an example, or if you're working in the investor market. Be the first out there with a comment explaining what that means for the company, what that means for the market, and what that means for the local economy, and you will get the pickup from the journalists who are writing about that story. So an economic calendar is a super useful one to run. The next point is Guardian Live. Okay, now this sounds really kind of simple and kind of easy, but The Guardian do a live blog every single day. It's under their business section. We always have it on in the background across our team, because essentially if a story is going to break, it's going to be on there. If it's anything from government legislations, any business updates, anything kind of politically led, you will be able to see it there first. So just have that on in the background. Honestly, you will be surprised at what happens. You know, 9 times out of 10, maybe nothing, it won't be relevant to you, but there's always that one time where you're reading it and then suddenly you think, I can offer a comment on that, and you jump on it, get it out to the media. Why not even send it to the Guardian's live blog and get links back to your site just by being super reactive. So do have the Guardian live blog on in the background. And then finally, one kind of tactic that I have used in the past is actually by signing up to YouGov surveys. So for those of you that don't know, you can sign up to be a YouGov respondent. So YouGov obviously run surveys for different reasons and different clients. And you can sign up to be a respondent online, and you get an app on your phone, and every time they think a survey is relevant to you, they will ping you in the app and you can go on, and I think you get some form of credit or something like that. For every survey that you answer. But within the app, there's something really interesting in there. And what they do is every day they will release a question. It could be like, what is your opinion on the new government legislation, or on the current coronavirus situation, or on whatever it is that's hitting the headlines that morning. And by looking at that question, you can see what they're about to newsjack with. So you can think to yourself, if relevant, can I newsjack with it as well? It's just a bit of an insider tip really, to be sort of as nosy as possible, to be able to plan as much as possible for those reactive campaigns. Now, like I said at the beginning, newsjacking isn't for every brand, but for the ones that it is, you should 100% explore and 100% do. Super low cost, super low resource, and super powerful results. The only thing you need to get right with newsjacking is the comments. Make sure that you're not just recapping the news, make sure that you're recapping the news and giving an opinion, and make sure you're planning as much as humanly possible. If a story breaks in the next hour or the next 10 minutes, you're never going to be able to plan for that. But there are things that are happening every month that you know are going to happen that you can plan for. Mortgage updates, retail updates, GDP updates, things like that. So if any of them are relevant to you, if you are working in the financial sector or in the investment sector or anything like that, please follow my advice. I can guarantee you'll be able to build a lot of links to your site, super low resource and super easy. It works an absolute treat for our clients, and it has done for the past 6 years since I've been working in this industry. We actually also write a blog, by the way, every week at Connected Free, showing you things that are happening in the following week. So make sure you check out our Twitter feeds and our LinkedIn feeds to see that every Friday. And if you have any questions, then please feel free to reach out to me or comment on this video or come through to the Connected Free site, and we're more than happy to answer them. Thank you for listening, and stay safe.